I was ordered by the Lord and Savior of the vinyl community to start.
I think we started 15 seconds early because we don't want Vinyl Piper to be lonely on his drive back to Vegas.
Yeah, Vinyl Piper is driving back
to
to
Vegas. We want you to be entertained on that long.
Well, he kind of lucked out. If you follow yesterday, but this seems weird. Everyone was leaving Coachella yesterday, and the traffic from there, which I think he'll hit that area halfway on the way back, was horrible. But people don't know this about Coachella. After the second weekend of Coachella, next weekend they do like the country version of Coachella called Stagecoach. So it's still going on next weekend.
So I got a few late. Oh, wait a minute. Let's warm up a little bit. I'll wait.
Well, I went back out Sunday. I did wake up early enough, I think, to get things that I thought I wanted, but I didn't get to really go to Amoeba. I did go in there and find one record, but it was just too chaotic. Definitely couldn't get any record store day because the lines everywhere were crazy.
I tell you, this was the busiest record store day ever for not only stores that carry record store product. A lot of the used stores here did very well. So if you, for whatever you disagree with Record Store Day and the releases, whatever, there's 400 of them. You can't find one record 400.
It's a small minority because if you watched the live stream I did and what I picked up on Record Store Day, it was mostly used records.
Yeah. So it helps other stores if, and the thing is, if they're smart, savvy, update some used stuff, drop some things, maybe have sales on a few things.
Although I did find killer stuff at Record Safari. They sent their best stuff out to Coachella, but I talked to them. They were busy all day long, and they had 25% off the whole store. Even stores that are like Atomic did 10% off. That's huge for them. I think all stores do well from it.
Yeah.
And
I was exhausted, like all of us. You know, we had a long day. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
Don't sing. Thank you. And I'm being robbed now.
Oh, by the end of the day, you know, I chauffeured Fluffy around the whole day. And I made a joke. I made a joke at a time.
Driving Ms. Fluffy.
No, I made a joke with Jim. Jim was there. I go, hey, everyone, I traded in for a younger model.
And with both of us there, it made sense. It did make sense.
So from 3 a.m. to 11 at night, because we had the going away party for Todd and Amanda and Amanda's birthday party. So we had about
14. Had 7 of those, right?
It was Saturday night. And so I was pushing through. It was we had a great time. And we did a whack-a-mole that'll post Friday. We had a fun final whack-a-mole in that thing, the hangout, you know, that type of thing. And it was really fun. But yes, Sunday I was like dead. I would just, you know, chill out. I didn't play any records on Sunday. I couldn't listen to music. I didn't want to be anywhere near it. But I did get a couple of late drops in the mail yesterday.
Uh-oh.
One of which.
It's someone
thinks Sis Boom Ba.
Sis Boom Bar Mitzvah money.
Open it up. Sis Boom Ba. What sound does a sheep make when it explodes?
Yes.
Sis, boom.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
In a red, like a
Christmas look. Card. Hello, Melinda. How are you? How you doing?
Yeah, bullshit.
Fucking auto pen.
Scan that QR code.
Yeah. That PR kit. You know, press kits.
So this was a Record Store Day record or no?
Well, yes, this was the Record Store Day record. They did one last time, the meditation mix. Last time I don't think it was Record Store, the Mind Games. Now, meditation mixes are not for everyone. It's literally what it says. It's slowed down, extended versions, digitally altered of John Lennon.
Hey,
It's been digitally altered by
yes,
Sean and Yoko, right?
Sean and his company.
This is Sean's handiwork.
Yoko's not in her right mind right now. But is this on there? Number 9. Number 9.
No.
Number 9.
Number 6.
That was the first meditation, right?
You know, I haven't heard this one yet. I've heard the last one, and it's not for everybody, but it is a really cool. It's records to meditate. Now, one would argue if you wanted to go on and enjoy it, it'd be better on CD because you wouldn't have that interruption.
Did it come out on CD?
No, and it's only record store. And I think these are expensive. I knew it was coming, and it got delayed, I guess, in customs. Thanks, Trump. It got delayed like about a week and a half.
Hey, here's the first review in.
Well, it's kind of up in Tom's alley. It's up Tom's alley.
Well, apparently it's not up Tom's alley.
Well, he said anyway. So $80 was 3 records. It is 3 records, Gabby. So what is that? That's
cash grab. No,
that's
I didn't.
$27 a record plus the cover and
what's going on here, people?
Anyway, I'm going to be meditating to this later this afternoon. That came in, and then 2 other record store day came in from another label that were late. From Sony sent me this.
Tony Bennett Unplugged.
This was on my list, and I did a video that it was on my list.
None of the stores had it.
This was on my list.
Yes.
And when I did my video, I listed the things that I want to get. This is one of them. The guy from Sony who has sent me things in the past said, I'm sending you 2 records that were on your list. So I didn't pick them up. So this arrived yesterday.
Very nice.
And this is up Tom's alley too, Tom. This is volume 2. I can't believe Sony did this. This is Metal Machine Music Volume 2. But these are...
Yeah.
This is ambient industrial electronic noise.
Have you listened to it?
Not the new one. I know the last one.
You haven't listened to that?
It just came in the mail
yesterday.
Yeah, listen to what he's saying, man.
Pay attention. I got
man,
these.
Well, why would you bring it up if you haven't
Fluffy,
listened
can
to
you
it
come
yet?
up and
Because
replace
we
Jim,
show
please?
records that came in. God,
But you were commenting on what it was like, and you haven't listened to it. I'm sorry.
Because I have volume 1. I've listened to volume 1.
Oh, so you're assuming that volume 2 is very similar.
Well, volume 1 had people like Thurston Moore.
I was just I just
Shut
couldn't
up.
understand
Let's
how you
get
were
Tom
commenting
Rashawn
on
up here.
it.
Tom would
Yeah.
know the artist. Tom knew the artist last time. A lot of them, because it's experimental noise, creative artists. I can't believe Sony put this out, but it's great. It's got Lydia Lunch on here, Moonbeam Terror, Eros, Podblots, Masona. So it is noise, experimental music, avant-garde, inspired by. And the last time they had, this one has it too.
Oh, this is inspired by.
It has these little, remember when Madonna did a whole album inspired by Dick Tracy or Prince? Inspired by, okay.
She was in a movie called Dick Tracy.
Yeah, but she made an album. But she made an album of songs that were not in the movie, and the whole thing was inspired by.
Yeah,
I would rather. Can I just say I would rather listen to this now that I know that it's other people doing inspired by versions of Lou Reed than Lou Reed's other shit that they found.
Actually, if you're a fan of noise and industrial stuff, this is good stuff. But most people are not fans of this stuff, so it's not for everybody. But the booklets are really cool. That it has like little interviews or mini couple paragraph interviews with each artist talking about the music and the inspiration of each one. I haven't listened to this one yet, Jim. I will listen to it in the next couple days. Do you consider your music to be noise music? That's one of the questions. So, you know what you're getting when you get this. And then lastly, this is something I bought. This is not a freebie. Excellent. The Chess 75 series in cooperation with Chad Kasem. Tell Mama.
Yeah.
This is a great version of it.
Well, let us know how it sounds.
It sounds good. I did listen to this last night. For the only thing I listened to. It's excellent. Excellent. Now, the other news.
That has Outlast on it, right? Or it doesn't?
No, that was on the last one.
Okay.
This has Tell Mama, which is a great song.
Yeah,
it's more upbeat. From my source, next month, now it's not going to be till May, they're going to announce the details of Chad Fest. So it'll be next month. They're still working on some stuff.
I think they're going to announce it 5 days before Chad Fest starts.
It's going to be next month.
I don't understand. It's not like that town can handle more people than it can handle.
Well, this is funny. I shouldn't say this, but my source said, we're going to do something next month. Are you interested in interviewing him on your show? and I kind of wrote him back. I said, I would love to, but we should have a chat first. And maybe you should ask Chad if he would want to talk with me. But I think I said it would get you a lot of eyeballs.
Come up here, Chad. It will go smoothly, I promise.
If Chad and I did a video together, I think we'd get some good response.
Yes, it should. I went back out Sunday, I went to Amoeba mainly. Actually, I picked this up. I did go over back to Record Safari because they had 20% off on Sunday. And they didn't have much in there, but I found a sealed copy, OG sealed copy of this Sunhouse record.
That's a 70s probably, right? 70s
No,
press.
This is a 1965
Are you sure?
OG pressing.
How do you know?
Because they said it was.
Well,
I mean,
I'll give you $1 if you open right now. Let's look at the link.
If I sell this, it could go as high as $150, I think. But I got it really cheap, and I've been looking for this.
That could be a 360. It might not be a 2i.
I think when they go out, there are ways they know. I mean, I've bought sealed records for them that they've claimed, and they've been the ones they claim.
Okay, all right. Well,
so I
think that's from a DSD step too.
I've been looking for this. I'm probably keeping it.
It's a good record. It is a good record.
But here's the big surprise. So I went to Amoeba. And I found, it's like no one went to Amoeba and bought any of the old used records on Record Store Day, because in the jazz section they have Music Matters on the wall, and I bought a sealed Music Matters for way below what it goes for. This Lee Morgan, 45.
Nice.
But they had it for $80. This thing is like 150 easy.
That's a good deal.
But they had tons of Music Matters. No one bought any of them. I found this in the bins. This is a 1963 reissue because it's 57, but it's mono and it sounds beautiful. And this was $50. This Horse Silver. So that was nice pickup. I picked up 2 Record Store Day records because I saw they had the Zev stuff, but I'm kind of like, nah, because I've heard about I almost got the Bill Evans, but the distortion. I'd rather just stream and listen to all of them.
I'm sending you the Bill Evans.
Oh, you are? Well, then I'm getting it. So, but I didn't buy it.
And be honest with you when you get it.
No. Listen, I'm not crapping on anything. But the Mal Waldron, I might end up getting. I'll just wait and see if people start selling them for cheaper. But this is the find of Record Store Day as far as I'm concerned. This record right here. This is the that Jazz Sundays put this out. It's 2 LP. It's a cover of Pavement by these jazz artists. They did it. It came out in 2001, and they tell the story in here and how it came to be. They weren't really fans of Pavement. They just wanted to do something different. This record freaking is awesome. It really is very good. The main guy I know on here is James Carter, saxophone player. But this record kills. So if you like Pavement, nice gold, sounds great. I can only say go stream it because it's been around it came out on CD. But this is outstanding. This really is very good. So if you're a fan of Pavement, go listen to it. But
I've heard that was good.
What they do on here is it's like, and it just comes off like they're having a good time playing this music.
Michael, I passed on the Frusciante record, so I didn't get it. Was available.
Can you people stop asking direct questions to Mazzy while
he's not asking it to me? He's asking to the panel.
Okay,
anybody,
and then
anybody in the audience.
And then I grabbed this. So passing the Zev stuff up, I grabbed this McCoy Tyner live with Bobby Hutcherson. It's a 2 LP from Red Records, and everything I've ever gotten from Red Records, even they're an Italian jazz label celebrating their 50th. Even the newer reissues they've put out are great, well done, and so is this. This is a live performance at the Umbria Jazz Festival, but it sounds like they recorded it in a studio. This really does sound very good, so I picked that up. That was the haul from the next day, but it was mail day yesterday, and I picked up some things came in the mail. I ordered this one, this Art Farmer.
I didn't know Art Farmer was a white Swedish woman.
Yeah, so this is To Sweden with Love, but this is
get that white bitch off my
Pete Swallow, Jim Hall, and Pete LaRocca. And people have been talking about this record, so I found a copy and I ordered it. And this is a mono, nice mono. It's good. All right, so I don't know anyone else. Did anyone else pick this up? This is the reissue from Ingroove where he had the Stoughton jacket. It just came yesterday, so I haven't even listened to it yet. But this is the Funkadelic reissue.
You got that from the Ingroove?
Yeah, because he didn't want to do.
No, I ordered it too. I didn't get one. My point is,
well, I'm more important than he likes me better than he likes you. But instead of doing the color variant, he decided, well, let's just do a Stoughton jacket. So these are numbered really nicely. Nice. He thought about me, so he got me my favorite number, 625.
Nice.
So I'm anxious to listen to this.
I hope I don't get 624.
And then you'll get 626.
666 maybe.
And then this is a reissue of a very desirable record. This is a Marion Brown record. This is, I think, a European label reissued this. So this came from Forced Exposure. I ordered it. So it came yesterday, so I haven't listened to those. Okay, so here's the last thing. I picked this up. I thought because this would be hard to get, and I picked it up in case someone wanted one and couldn't get one. I thought it would be for Coffee Dave, but apparently Harry got him one. So if anyone's looking for a copy of the Dada record, please reach out to me. I will sell it to you for what I got it. I picked it up for that reason, in case someone wasn't able to get it. So anyone, reach out to me. I have a nice copy of the Dada. All right. There you go.
Dave got it from Harry during our party.
Yeah. So I put it aside for Dave, but apparently Harry hates my guts and gave Dave his copy.
Can I show what I got?
Yeah, finish chew your food.
You cannot show a case of the crabs.
I wasn't going to do that.
What did you get?
Here's what I got. Dun, dun, dun. Found this at a record store, or I was invited to find it at a record store. And it was on Record Store Day.
Let me guess, Frank Zappa. Yeah, I knew it was going to be Frank Zappa.
There's a poster, Cal State Fullerton, Zappa, and Alice Cooper. But wait, look what it has on the back. I don't know if you can read that.
Number 6 of 1,000.
No, they ordered. It was going to cost them $350 each, 1,000 of them.
How do you know that was written then and not later?
That's true, but then here's this also.
What does that mean? What a picture you found on the internet?
That's on Rick Griffin's. Rick Griffin, yeah, see that? Rick Griffin's website. So, anyways, it was a lot of fun. It's a poster that was actually made 4 years after the event by Rick Griffin.
It's a commemorative. You'd call it a commemorative poster.
Commemorative. Right, they made 1,000 of them and blah, blah, blah.
Someone just reached out to me for the Dada. So
it's gone.
It's gone.
Wait, did they
All
pay
right.
you yet? You know, if they haven't paid you yet, it's not. It's
This person will pay me. I'm pretty confident. Eventually, will pay me.
Oh, and then I got this sent to me because I get shill stuff. I mean, this is really good. It's a CD, obviously. Dita Peled. You ever heard of her?
Nope.
My God, is she good? Great voice, kind of jazzy. She's got Sullivan Fortner on piano, same guy that Cecile McClure and Salvant uses on piano. And I listened to it, and it's very good. Interesting voice. Her name is Dita, Dida Peled, Pled. Love it. Really good. The cover is a bit incongruous, I thought. So that's one that I've listened to. I got another one here I won't talk about because I haven't listened to it yet.
Well, Mazzy just showed a bunch you didn't listen to. Show the record.
It's okay to show things that come out.
I don't do that. I don't make
videos.
I don't approve
except for Record Store Day.
So I haven't listened to this yet, but it's French psych punk. No, I don't even know what it is. Noah Jackson.
Did someone slip it under your door? How did you get it?
It was sent to me by the same PR people as this Dita Pellet, which is really good. Great voice. Stream it. And if you like it, buy it. I liked it. It sounds good. And it's very, that guy, Sullivan Fortner, is one of the main piano players right now, jazz piano players. That's all I have, unless you want to talk Zappa some more.
No, stop.
You want to talk equipment?
Listen, Jim.
Hold
on, Jim. You forced me to bring out the big guns to stop you from doing what you're doing.
Uh-oh.
I had to resort to this.
Oh, shit. Hi, Elliot.
Bad internet and all.
Hold on. Know what he reminded you? Not he's right in front of me. Elliot right now reminds me of half sitting on the porch.
Oh shit, Elliot!
It's a drive-by at Elliot's.
Elliot can't hear us.
Hey,
hey, Elliot.
Elliot reminds me of half of Bartles and James. Remember those Bartles and James?
Oh yeah.
Hey, the other half is underneath the house.
Oh no.
Hal Riney in San Francisco, the ad agency, came up with and that voice was always Hal Riney doing the voiceover, like Morning in America. I'm sorry.
What was the Barnell? Oh, it's two old guys, right?
Exactly. We got four today, but you're sitting on the porch. You're always talking about Bartles and James, and then they show them.
Can I ask you a question? Did you have that same accent when you were like 25?
What accent?
That's the best answer of all. That's better than when I went through. Never mind. When I went through TSA, and they had to pat me down.
You've told this story 15 other times.
Yeah, but I don't think Elliot heard it. Never mind.
I've heard them all, Jim.
Okay,
but tell them again. Tell it again. Go ahead.
Did you hear about the time I got arrested for bookmaking?
No, stop.
Yeah, you went to jail for the overnight, didn't you?
No, just for the couple hours.
Can we stop? Hold on.
I had lunch.
Alex Dickey is here. Did you know what record store sells?
We're enduring the nature to find relief from the chaos and pressure of contemporary urban life.
Okay, all right.
But he didn't say who the record store was on his video.
Oh, hold on.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, everyone remembers Mazzy. Thank you.
Well, I wanted to
Bartles and James. I'm sorry. Put that up again, please.
Okay, Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm, hard cross buns.
Hold on. Alex. There's certain channels I watch and do not watch. If a record store was doing something fishy, then they'll be found out. But my opinion on making a video calling out a record store without saying who they are is a one-off type of thing. And did he talk to the store? Did he talk to Record Store Day people? I don't know. So creating content it just seems like content was created just to create,
just to be controversial, to get clicks.
You know what? Here's one thing. Everyone knows I like Elliot, and he's a good sport. But Elliot, I believe when I read his comments, Elliot's pretty spot on with understanding shit for what it is. I think in the vinyl community, we do the best job we can making up controversy. You know what I mean? But,
yeah.
Here's the deal, and I'll give you a good counter example.
Hey, people ran red lights yesterday.
Oh, hold on. I'll give you a good counter example. About a couple of years ago, Poetry on Plastic went to a record store and saw that they were selling records way above the record store day price. There's a store here in LA that jacks it up like 10 or 15%. I don't know what they're allowed to charge, how high they can go, or how high, or I know they can't go under.
There is a range. There is a range there. Stay within.
Yeah, I don't know if they really can go under the list, but I don't know.
They go under. They can't go
under the list.
But go back to Poetry. Poetry told his story, named the name of the store, and did his due diligence. Did he make a video about it? I don't think so. He told it as an anecdote on a live stream. So, I would say 90 whatever % of record stores do it, and do it the right way, or do it the way to benefit the consumer. To nitpick about one just to create content, to create controversy, seems silly to me.
There's a store here in Capitol Hill, Zion's Gate. It's not one of my favorite stores. Everything is so packed, and they put like Bruce Springsteen under B. Give me a break. But they did records today, and I always used to find titles there later in the afternoon, but they charge like about $10 over. And I think they either got busted or decided not to do it, because about just around the time of the pandemic, or maybe just after, they stopped doing it. I think they got busted because they were overcharging. And we talked about Zion's Gate and doing that. And so good for them. They'd put them on their, what do you call it? Discogs thing early on when they'd get them, and all things like that. And that's not the spirit now. So,
well, Record Store Day it's not this huge organization. It's a few people, and they can only police so much, and they do the best they can. But people need to just the individual can take care of a lot of this by simply not shopping at that shop, not buying from them.
Well, Elliot, I don't disagree with you, but like you, what's your choice? It's like one record store to go to. You know what I mean?
Well, I actually did my record store day shopping on Sunday instead of Saturday.
Did you get what you wanted?
I'm missing a couple that I wanted to get, and I think I'll get them eventually. Yeah. I wanted to get the Professor Longhair, and I hadn't really looked hard for it yet, but I think I can find it. And I wanted to get the Billy Strings. They pressed 7,000 of the Billy Strings EP. So I think they'll show up. They jumped up on Discogs way above. Or no, they're not
right away. Don't buy things right away.
And on eBay. And so just avoid that right away stuff.
Yeah.
And they'll, I think with 7,000 out there, I think I can find one at suggested retail or around.
I think Rob will find one for you.
But on the other hand, I picked up 2 from Safari on Discogs, your record store, Rob. And I got the Charlie Patton and I got the Ma Rainey. And both of those were suggested retail, if I'm not mistaken, about $29 or $26. Suggested retail is what people were selling them for. I got them for $18 a piece from Safari. So they substantially reduced the price the next day.
Well, and they bought, I don't know if this is going to happen. This is just all I'm guessing. They bought it all for Coachella. I can't imagine that they sold all that shit at Coachella.
They brought back, yeah.
So I'm gonna see if they bring it back. Like I'm not opposed. Mazzy's sending me a couple of those Zev records. Listen, I'm not against anything Zev did. I bought the Buster Williams record, which is freaking awesome. But that's on another. That was an existing record. So maybe down the line, if I find them cheaper, I'll pick them up. Like some of the Zev Sun Ra records I found for much cheap, like $20, like after the fact.
And all of Zev's records come out on CD, like a week.
Or you can stream them.
Yeah.
You can stream them.
Yeah,
they're on all the streaming services. But here's one point I want to make. Okay, Alex Dickey. Look, make any video you want, but I'm going to tell you, if you watched my live stream that I did on Saturday with Mazzy about my experience on Record Store Day, I wasn't like glowing. I pointed out some negative things. I don't know if either you want to connect with the vinyl community and participate, or you just want to make like garbage videos that create fake controversy. That's my opinion. Might not be yours.
Look,
but we come up here every day and talk about good stuff and bad stuff. But we do it under the guise of connecting with everyone in the vinyl community, right?
When you have 100% of record stores, okay, you take 100%, you're going to get 1 or 2% of anything, and not just records, cafes, traffic laws. A percentage of people will break those laws and do stupid things. So that's always going to be the case. So to making it this big, like surprising thing that someone broke the law and gave a friend the record ahead of time or announced that you could buy it early. I mean, yeah, they should call them out. That's fair. And David, I guess, did. I didn't watch the videos. I don't know.
No, he didn't call them out. He didn't name the name of the store. Name it.
Okay. Well,
okay. And hold on.
But that's going to happen. It's going to friggin' happen.
But here he made another video about a store complaining about Record Store Day and that they're not participating anymore and blah, blah, blah. There are tons of stores like that. But we don't know. The guy made an anger post. We don't know the whole story that went into why he didn't do it.
The stores that don't participate but do something original for their store and their community also do really well. But the thing is, the people who bitch about Record Store Day, every Friday, go to your fucking local record store and buy some new music, because every Friday you have the chance to buy. Usually they're limited releases, because a lot of times they'll do one press.
You know what? Do another press. Every Friday is Record Store Day.
That's what I'm saying. Any day is Record Store Day, but every Friday, new releases come out. New releases come out, and those releases, once they're sold out, you might not get another pressing for a year or 3. So go every Friday to your local record store.
As Jim eats on screen, Jim, your experience of me, isn't every day Record Store Day?
Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. That was my.
If you weren't here before,
syllable impression.
Not a Record Store Day release, but these Chess 75 series are spectacular. Tell Mama. They did one of the first ones they did a few months ago was At Last. This is a rockin' song. Tell Mama.
Great records. Etta James.
And this is in cooperation with the great Jad Castle, my best friend.
So, what about Etta Jones though?
I don't.
Jones. We got Etta James. We got Etta Jones.
Etta Baker. Don't forget Etta Baker.
Well,
Etta Hopper.
This is different artists, so never mind. Never mind.
Now, go back to eating your gruel.
I got I had a record. Oh, cool.
Okay. Hey, wait.
Rocks the house.
Hold on 1 second. Did Elliot stealthily leave his front porch and go downstairs?
I did. It started spinning.
Okay, can I see something? This is not the first cool I've gotten from Elliot.
Okay.
Those mean a lot to me.
We're taking away from Elliot's screen time.
That's all right. I did a record show Sunday, in Carborough, usually a good location, an awful load in, but in load out, a very difficult one. And so for the first hour after everybody got loaded in before people started coming into the show, we all complained about the need for hip replacements. Oh, my knees. Generally for me, I was just hurt all over more than anywhere else. But we all got in there, and it was a good show. There's a guy that has a record store in Clemson, South Carolina, that does all the big record shows in the southeastern part of the country. And he brought his record store day stuff he didn't sell on Saturday. And so I got 2 record store day records from him. And, people complain about what gets put out on record store day. But there's a lot of very positive stuff that gets put out. For instance, albums that never came out on vinyl, stuff that was issued in the 90s and stuff like that, and has never had a vinyl release. This Jerry Jeff Walker album, Navajo Rug, from 1990 or 91, the 35th anniversary, so 91, I guess. This was record store day, first time on vinyl, and one of the great artists since the 1960s, really.
Yeah.
And the one I've been talking about for all the time coming up, he had a couple of copies of this still. This is the Flat Duo Jets.
I vaguely remember them.
Yeah, they probably played up in the DC area.
Yeah. When is that? Were they like big in the early 90s or late 80s?
How come they don't play Duo Jet? So reckon back.
Yes, I believe '89 was when the first album came out. Were they
big on alternative radio?
Yeah, you would hear it on college radio.
Yeah, I remember them. them.
Yeah, it's just a 2-man operation. He and Claude Smith, I believe, was the drummer. He and a drummer, very raw rockabilly, psychobilly stuff. And these are the first album they had. Boogie on Your Head, I believe, was the name of it. The first album. This is stuff taken from the studio time they did when they for the material they put out on the first album. So this is that prime period for them. And he passed away in 24, unfortunately. He wasn't that old. He was in his mid-50s or something and passed away. But so this is the one I was looking forward to most and was able to get this.
What label were they on? Is that
somebody above my pay grade will have to answer that one for
now,
you.
Jerry Jeff Walker died last year or the year before, right?
Recent years, yes. Last few years, yes. It was more than a year ago, though.
There were almost 400 titles released. So I can't believe when people say there's nothing good out, you can't find one good title out of 400.
They didn't carefully go through the list, if they say
you're
that.
Verging into made-up controversy nonsense.
Right? Yeah, I agree. You don't have to praise it, but I mean, out of 400 records, it's like
hold on. The people who complain are a very teeny. Let's just stay in the vinyl community, or the people who support us and comment and watch. It's a teeny bit of people. You know what I mean?
If you don't have people, it's teeny vocally complain, but they won't vocally give your praises because they're enjoying what they're hearing or enjoying the record store day or whatever. So they don't feel any need to lavish praise on you. But boy, you let one person have a gripe about it or want to be grumpy about it, and they're going to blast all over the world.
Now, Mazzy, here's a question for you, because it's the same for anyone who chooses to make this type of content. Consistently, your record store day videos are your most watched, right?
Yeah.
So,
I got 11,000 views already of my record store day video, and it's been
there you go.
2 days.
So,
in 3 days.
Here, just as an experiment, make a negative record store day video and compare the views on each of them.
I'd still get views. I disagree a little bit. It's funny. I don't get a lot of bad pressings. I get some, but I don't think record store day pressings are any worse than it depends on the label. Like Sony, and I remember talking to a guy. Sony is locked in with. Do they use Jeezy? I forgot who they use most of the time. And they're locked in with a multi-year contract. And they would like to get out of that. That's what I've heard. Okay, when they get out of it, they'll go somewhere else. Whereas Fidelity,
is that true? Did Prince died 10 years ago today?
Sony hasn't embraced the audio file.
No, but
pressing.
You're right. But there's certain like the Gotta Groove stuff. The Dada stuff was great, considering it was pressed well. That's Gotta Groove. Fidelity pressing is good. RTI is good. Now there are exceptions, but I didn't find there are any more records on Record Store Day that are fucked up than any other time. I mean,
I saw people were complaining. Here's what I recommend, and if any of the jazz bums are watching, can you send an invite out to the Jazz Bum Discord? So that's where I go a lot, and some people have had
issues
with the Zev titles. That's all I can go to.
Pressing wise, I didn't have any pressing wise issues. There's one record that I just thought. I think the Bill Evans one is they should have reconsidered. You know,
that's it's talking about GZ. My experience with them 5 years ago, they were really, the quality control was really poor. But I have to say, in the last 2 to 3 years, they have corrected a lot of their problems. It appears I've gotten a bunch of these GZ pressings, and they're fine. I have no issues. Well, and they also opened 2 plants in the U.S.
The distortion on the Bill Evans is in the BBC recording. It's not a pressing issue. It's in the BBC. It's in the recording that they got from the BBC.
Elliot, from what I understand, when Vinyl Me Please was at the height of their operating, they put a lot of pressure on GZ to improve their quality.
Well, they seem to have really stepped up. They've made. I have not had any issues with the GZ pressing in about 3 years. 5 years ago, different.
Shout out to Vinyl Piper. Now, people can say what they want about Vinyl Piper. I definitely do. But he went to Vegas, amazingly made it to Vegas in record time from LA, and picked me up a Record Store Day titled The Charles Tolliver, which I actually eventually saw at Amoeba, but I didn't see it really anywhere else.
The Roy Hargrove is probably the best sounding jazz album this season.
Is he kin to Dole? Is that Roy Hargrove? Is he kin to Dole Hargrove? Mazzy, do you know?
What?
Is he kin? Is Roy Hargrove kin to Dole Hargrove? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know.
Elliot, no. Hey, by the way,
I don't know this kin.
This is a live jazz record from Record Store Day, and I bet this blows away.
The XTC is a bootleg type recording, and I agree they should. It's archival. Yeah, I like it because I like the performance. I love XTC, but yeah, there should be a way that they could tell you this is a bootleg recording in a way. But I like the record. But you're right, it is a bootleg style record, you know, and you don't know that going in.
You know that. Hold on.
No. That's like fairy dust. That's like people who believe that Trump's smart.
Oh, shut up. Don't ever go after my.
You know, the thing about Steely Dan, I'm sure. I bet you it does sound good. I watched your review, Arnaldo, a few of those, and apparently it's great. But for me, a band like Steely Dan that I love, if I want to listen to Steely Dan, I'll just listen to their studio recordings. I don't need to have them replicate their studio. That's just for me.
Well, no, if you're like Tim and a completist, I understand getting.
Well, I get that too.
But here's the deal with the Steely Dan. I own the CD, which it originally came out on. Here's what I did. And this is what I preach to everyone. And I might make a video about preaching this. So everyone understands that you have the ability to do this.
Preach it, brother. Preach it.
I streamed the Steely Dan live while I was driving around. And I go, you know what? I'm okay with the CD. And is it the best sounding these songs have ever sounded? No. I'll go back and listen to the albums I have.
Now, I have my attitude about it. Let me say this. Of all the bands that I would have no interest in listening to a live recording of, Steely Dan would be the number one that I wouldn't care anything about a live recording, because Steely Dan is all about how great they were able to make albums in the studio. All the work they put into it.
I kind of agree. I agree.
Now, I want to respond to Pink Floyd. I didn't get the reason people asked me, they said, how come you didn't pick up the Pink Floyd? The reason, I love that recording. Now, it is a bootleg recording, but I have it on the Blu-ray in the 50th anniversary box set. So I don't feel, as much as I'm going to listen to that I need to get a vinyl version of it, because I have it on the Blu-ray in the big box. But it is a bootleg recording, but it's an excellent bootleg recording. Don't expect it to be like a Steely Dan recording or another recording. The guy did amazing stuff. So if you're a Pink Floyd freak, and unfortunately, there's not a lot of live Pink Floyd. They didn't, for whatever reason, they didn't.
Hold on. Arnaldo, chill out. Here's the reason I'm saying chill out. No one is doubting going to a Steely Dan concert is an enjoyable experience.
Exactly.
Listening to a vinyl recording of them live is not equal to seeing Steely Dan live.
And it's a subjective on
or listening to a studio album.
The thing is, if I'm going to pull one of my Steely Dan albums, I would probably never pull the live album. That's just me.
Well, and then they put out,
catalog is so great. I just wouldn't bother with it.
From one of the last, they've been some live
ones too. Hold on. Great.
And I will say this: there were some live recordings released like in the last 5 years of Steely Dan. One, the Nightfly, and the other of Steely Dan. To me, that sounds better than the Steely Dan live album that was just put out. Those live recordings sound better.
But I think all these live come down to if you like the band, like the XTC. I wouldn't recommend the live XTC to people that don't have every other fucking XTC album. Get those albums first.
Yeah, but I love live albums are for the big fans. They're for the big fans.
No. Hold on. I will say this: if you want to really enjoy McCoy Tyner, because last year,
jazz is different.
Hold on. Yeah, it's different. There's a live album, the Montreux years, McCoy Tyner. It's a double album over 20 years of him performing there.
Mm-hmm.
That he is, I will say, the best live jazz pianist for this reason. Like on this, he makes that piano sound like it's 10 instruments. Like seriously, he's a wizard in making so.
He's got big sound. I've seen him live.
He's like
the Led Zeppelin of jazz pianists.
Yes.
And jazz live is a different category, much different than rock.
I understand it. Yes. And I'm going to shove you in the trunk of your car and drive it into the LA River. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Yes. And Bobby Hutcherson's on this and sounds excellent too. It really is very good.
One of the best live albums, I think, that Zev did put out was the Freddie King record. That's really good. And the performance is great. The sound is great. If you like blues and you like Freddie King, that Freddie King blues record is excellent.
There are plenty of bodies in there, Ricks.
It is subjective.
Jim just will join other people. Or dead bodies
floating around.
Hold on. At least once during a drive or hanging out with Jim, he says one thing to me.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
What do you say to me?
All I have to do is make 2 phone calls, and I've already made one.
This is good. The Jayhawks. This is acoustic. This is like an unplugged Jayhawks. Actually, I think even Elliot would like this.
Oh, I like the Jayhawks. I've got I used to buy their records on CD.
Yeah, I like this.
They were big. A great rootsy band,
Yeah,
and I love some of this roots.
And they're Wilco and Uncle Tupelo, but Gary Lourdes has the prettier voice of all of them. So he's got a beautiful angelic voice. I love this one. So this is a recommendation.
I always confuse them. There was a band that toured a lot in DC area, the Nighthawks. I think they're from DC.
They're not the same.
They're from
No, I
DC.
just confuse them. The Nighthawks are more a blues-based rock band.
And they're the
they're
Hawks.
a blues rock band. Yeah,
Yeah,
The
I used to
Hawks
see
that
them a
became the
lot.
band. The Hawks became the band.
The band, yeah. The Nighthawks had a long run. They were around a long time. Jimmy Thackerty was the guitarist for them for a number of years, and then he went solo.
Isn't the Freddie King a 3-record set? That's why it's $75.
But he's saying it's not worth it.
Did you not look? I think it's, well, I did get it free, but I would have bought. I was going to buy that. That was on my list to buy.
I got the. Has anybody listened to the Mark Knopfler, Emmylou Harris album yet?
Yes.
What's your review of it?
It's great, but I've had the CD. It's really good. It's a good album.
Yeah, I've got it. Phil over at Phil's Record Exchange in Wilson. He let us text him with a list of things we were looking for.
Hold on. Calm down, Elliot. It might be another video for another channel if you keep telling the story.
Did he break the law?
Finish, Elliot.
Oh, no, he didn't break the law. He let us text him with a list, and on Sunday, after he had sold on Saturday, he would go through. He had listed who sent the request in first in our text, and if he still had it, if I was the first, and I was the first one to ask about the Knopfler Harris, then he's going to ship that to me. So that's a good way to do it if you can't get up early in the morning. It seems
to me, B. Elliot, that why wasn't that like on your want list?
It was.
It was.
Yeah. I didn't go. I didn't go to Record Store Day. I didn't go to a store on Saturday.
Listen, Elliot, I understand the concept of you not your butt is attached to that couch, but wasn't there a Scruggs record too?
No,
there wasn't.
You know what was interesting is one of the smaller physical stores here is Royal Records in Queen Anne. 2 guys opened it about 5 years ago that worked at the old clothes everyday music that was on Capitol Hill, and they get a lot of product, and I'm surprised. They're a smaller store. A store like Store Platters has 3 larger stores. In the Dada, they got 5 copies. They ordered 10, they got 5. This small store got 8 copies. So you never know. They're a smaller store, but they ordered big, and they sold a lot. They had a line of 100 people before. We went later, and we walked right in, and there were still 2 Dada records there.
Well, I'll tell you this. I was with Fluffy, so I have a witness, and we went to I'd say, I will say this, Canterbury, not a great store, but for Record Store Day, it's one of the better stores. We went. I texted my friend who got there early. He got there at 6. The line was already wrapped around the building 2 blocks at 6. And we went there. We got around there after we left Record Safari around at 9:30. The line was still wrapped around the building. And my friend didn't get in, got there before 6. He didn't get in there till 9 a.m. And we ran into John Marino when we got there. We walked over to Sibylline, 20 minutes. We came back. John Marino still was not in the store. He was close to the front. I'm not up for that kind of wait. Then we went to Burbank, and that Run Out Groove participates, a small store, small. And that line was over 100 people long. I'm almost convinced.
I didn't see a lot of Swifties in line this time. And even though there were that Swifties, at least
they pressed so many of that record.
I didn't experience that young Swifties at the beginning of the line all night. We got there early. I was number 25.
Isn't Kimbo a Swiftie?
Well, he is, but yeah, it is.
Well, would you guys, based on y'all's experience Saturday, would you say that Record Store Day this time was more, there was more enthusiasm for it? Were the lines longer?
This is the busiest, every store I talked to. This
actually
stores had the stores that here at least, and I talked to even a couple comments that had stores. This was the biggest day they've had ever.
Amoeba. you started in one line, filled out your sheet, and then you went into another line. But they had their shit together because you could go in the store and shop normally. They kept all the Record Store Day records behind their thing, and they were filling the orders for people. But they did it good. They claim, usually this is not the case. They claim they would redo the walls. They did. I went in on Record Store Day and picked up that Royal Ballet Chad reissue off the wall for $60. That's
somebody
new.
commented
like
on my
$80 or $90, right?
Somebody commented on my record store video that owns a small store, I guess. I don't know who it was, but he said hit busiest day ever, and the next day he sold out of almost everything he had. And that's a small store. So if this was a good list. Again, 400 titles is a lot, and you don't have to order everything. And you're not going to get everything. And I know
you can go right. Even the Dada record. I saw one at Amoeba when I was there Sunday. There was a Dada.
I generally only buy the exclusives because if there's a first run or a first time issue, but we know we're going to get another one in a few months or something like that. Maybe it won't be a colored vinyl; it'll be a black vinyl, which is fine with me. So I'll usually wait on those. But if it says an exclusive, I'll normally go ahead and pick it up within the first week or so after it comes out, if it's something I really want. And there were a dozen things, maybe 10 to 12 things on there this time that I had strong interest in.
Now think of marketing. I know people don't like it. I always talk about this in music, but record business and stores are into marketing and getting people into their butts in the store and to hopefully buy things. So Record Store Day, if nothing else, is good for marketing for all stores. The stores, again, that don't buy Record Store Day product, like you said, did very well. So they're part of the Record Store Day, even though it's not the Record Store Day releases. It gets people, and every local newspaper and TV station will do a 3-minute story on Record Store Day every fucking year, and it gets people, and the people that complain, well, the people that come out on Record Store Day aren't the same people that come to my store. Why don't they come the rest of the week? Well, they might throughout the year, but not in the same capacity. And hey, if they're there that day,
once you get somebody to walk in the store the first time and have a positive experience, you're much more likely to get them to come back. Exactly. The first trip to go into a record store is, if you get them there that first time, you're much more likely for them to come.
That's why I think it's really important. And this is, again, I talked about marketing a little bit in my last video, is the stores that are clever, like Easy Street here, whatever you want to say about Easy. Yes, they have the bar and the cafe, but they do probably 5 in-stores every month, maybe more. They have a stage. And so the record companies, the artists come through. Some are independent artists. They're not all big label artists. So they have the community. We went to see the Broody Brothers? I'd never heard of them. These 2 brothers have been around. They're local here. They're being managed now by something to do with Pearl Jam or something. I don't know. But Elliot would love them. They do old-timey roots music. And they're like these 2, they're not brothers, but they do almost Everly's, but more rootsy stuff. They got also a violin player and another bass player. And I tell you, it was the Friday night before Record Store Day or the Thursday night. There were about 200 people there for an in-store out onto the street watching this band that doesn't even have a current record out in West Seattle. So that store has filled the community by doing events throughout the year that have nothing to do with Record Store Day. And if you have a store and you're just sitting around with your Big Mac slopping over your T-shirt that you bought 40 years earlier, and it's a small and it doesn't fit your
man, you have a type of person you hate, Mazzy.
Well, you know what I mean. Build your store's reputation. Do the YouTube videos. Do the Instagram shit.
You got to put in the work. You got to put in the work.
And it's not just record stores. Any small business, you got to do the work. And the great thing about social, like whether Instagram or YouTube, it's fucking free to do if you do the work. It doesn't cost you to advertise.
Hey, does anyone know of a record that is really going for a high price from Record Store Day?
Too many people from LA on the stream. I'm gonna get off.
I think the Billy Strings EP is up really high. Isn't the data up really high now?
It went initially like all, but I think it's kind of leveling off at a
most of them will level back or move back down to the. It was like the record store day 1 or 2 times before, the box set, the Warren Zevon box set of his later albums.
Yeah.
That thing was, I think it was $89 record store day. That thing shot up, to double, more than double, about triple price. And then it came back down within a couple of months.
I go by Kimbo because Kimbo, even though he's older than me, has the heart of a 17-year-old, 14-year-old girl. Who's Sleep Token? All right, John Marino came up here for a reason. What's the reason?
So you saw me in line at Canterbury, right?
That's what I told the police.
Right. So I was there. I got there about 7:30, I think, and I didn't get into about 10:30. So it was a 3-hour wait at least.
Now, when you got in there, how stocked were they?
It was very well stocked. I didn't get the Terry Collier. I didn't see the Steely Dan. And what are the other? There's maybe another title I didn't see. But I got some good records anyway. I got some good stuff, and I'll show them if you want to see them.
Go ahead, make the use of your screen time.
Okay, got them right here, and I'm glad I got what I got. So I'm not familiar with this record here. It's Brazilian, but I bought it anyway because it looked interesting.
Did you listen to it?
No, not yet. I've only listened to one record, okay? I've had a very busy few days. Got this timeless.
Wait, you're retired, dude, right?
Yeah, but I'm busy with so many other things. So anyway, I'm
retired means nothing, Rob. Retired means you got to do everything.
Well, Elliot, that's true because I find that now I have so many more things to do retired.
Exactly.
I know. I have to let the pig out every fucking morning.
Let's see. I got the Buster Williams Pinnacles. I don't know where it's at. I think it's here. Oh yeah. So I listened to this. Love this.
That's great.
Yeah, really great. So that was great to listen to. I showed this one here. I have the first one. This is the third one, and I don't have the second one. So
the guy who is that? John.
That was the guy. It's a Giles Peterson comp. This guy.
Yeah, but it's a Dutch jazz label, Timeless.
Right, and they sound great, and it's a great selection of music.
Yeah. Lots and they had acts on there that in the 70s were big 60s jazz musicians, and those are later recordings.
Gary Bartz is on this. Art Blakely, Carter Jefferson.
Yeah,
and others. Woody Shaw featuring Tone. I don't know, some Brazilian artist with Woody Shaw. Okay, so, and I got the Freddie King. I like Freddie King a lot, so I'm glad I got this. Nice. Haven't played it. Let's see. Okay, is that it? I think that's it.
Wow, you went fast. Well,
yeah, you know what? I thought I had more. I might have moved them somewhere else.
Can I show my poster again?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, here you go.
Oh, that's the one my friend put out. That's excellent. Recommend.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite Record Store Day issues this year.
Yeah,
Rod Brady.
So haven't heard it. Got the Cream live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is coming out on CD also.
There's a expanded beyond that a CD box.
Right. So I'll get that also when it comes out.
It's Fillmore in Winterland.
Oh, got the Neil Young.
Oh, that's last year's concert, right? I think that's the recent.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But this is Record Store Day. It's not available anywhere else as far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got that. And I think I went to Amoeba on Sunday. And Rob, were you there on Sunday?
Yes. I saw you, and then I hid in the classical section.
I saw you. You know what?
Near there.
I think I saw you driving out. Perfect timing.
Was he yelling at the attendant because his code wouldn't work?
Oh, God.
He was yelling at himself in the car.
You know what you got to do when you get the code in? You got to do a screen grab in the store because there's no Wi-Fi in the parking lot. So get with it, Rob.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, hold on. Sorry, John.
Go ahead.
Hey, Barry paid. Was this $14 American? Thank you, Barry. How are you doing? Did you get any Record Store Day records, Barry? Let me know.
So Sunday at Amoeba, I found this.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I touched that, so my DNA's on it.
Oh shit!
I actually picked it up thinking I'll grab it for like I did this other one if someone wants it.
Did you get any on you?
You know what? It was, I think, in the wrong section. It was like in another, not alphabetical, and it was turned backwards. So I think a lot of people missed it. So I'm glad I got this.
Yes.
And
somebody hid it thinking they would come back and get it later.
I didn't hide it. I put it back where it belonged.
And I got something else which really made my day Sunday at Amoeba.
John, did you go to that back section where they just put out a ton more stuff? That was a good section.
By the stage or by that little?
Yeah, by the stage.
No, there's an area normally where they might put laser disc and stuff.
Yeah.
They removed all that and just put like new to the store used records.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's where I found this Horace Silver. There were killer stuff in that section.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I looked through those. I just looked through the Record Store Day records.
Okay.
But anyway, for me, this made my day. I got an Elton John 45 Rocket Man promo. And it comes with a matching sleeve.
On uni, yeah.
Right. So this was on the wall. And you know what? It doesn't have to be a Record Store Day record or even Record Store Day. It's great when you find a record you want and you buy it and you get it. So this is the spirit of Record Store Day. Any day you go to a record store and you find a good record you like, that's what it's all about, right?
We sound like a bunch of fucking cheerleaders for Record Store Day.
Absolutely. You know what? And you know, the wait in line left me tired. Okay. I'm old. So I was tired. And by the time I got in there, you know, I got more energy looking through the records. But yeah, waiting in line for 3 hours took a lot out of me. But it was fun anyway. I'm glad I waited. I got some good records.
You hang out with people, you talk to them. I did it. I did it at Safari.
Well, did you see Tom? Tom was in line. Tom Rashan?
He says he claims he was.
He was. I saw him there. I talked to him.
Yeah, but we left when you were towards the front of the store.
And he was way ahead of me also. So that's why. But you know what?
Tom, I was loud and obnoxious. How could you not call out to me?
Was that?
When I came up to you.
Yeah, I saw you guys and, you know.
No, but we came up and talked to you.
Yeah. But you didn't see Tom.
Hi, I'm Douglas McComb.
Tom was ignoring me.
Okay. But you know what's kind of interesting, like Mazzy says he likes to talk to the people and all that. It's funny because the people next to me were nice people, but they weren't talking much. They were on their phones. They were just constantly on their phones. And I don't mind getting into conversation with people about music and records, but it's funny. Like I ended up with people that were just not, you know, talking.
Yeah, some people don't want to engage.
Exactly.
Some people don't want to engage, but at 6 a.m., once about a mile away is the big Krispy Kreme. So Joey and I took a ride down there, and Joey bought 24 donuts, and then they said, you know, for $5 more, you can get a dozen of their strawberry donuts. So we got the extra for $5 a dozen, and we gave out donuts to all the 3 dozen donuts. It was fun. It was great.
Now everyone has typhoid poisoning.
No, it was good. It was good.
Yeah,
Krispy Kreme make the best donuts.
Yeah,
it was good.
They're good.
It was still a good day, even though it left me tired. It was still a good day at the record store, right? I enjoyed it.
Did you
waiting in line is not easy, but still, it was great.
We call that, John, we call that a good tired.
We had a mild day too, because when we got there, it was about 45 to 50, 45, 46 degrees. But if you're prepared, it wasn't windy, it wasn't rainy. And then it warmed up. I mean, it was like 68 degrees on Record Store Day and sunny skies in Seattle. So it was a beautiful day. And we went out to 4 stores, went to the KEXP site where Sub Pop is. We got coffee there. That's where we showed our records and just had a great day. Ran into a bunch of people along the way. That was I went to Sonic Boom with those guys, and there was like 100 people in line just to check out in the store. And I didn't need anything by that point, and Joey and Coffee Dave. So I went in my car and edited my video on the spot while I was waiting for them for about an hour to get to check out. But it was great. I haven't heard the new Yes. Is it a new Yes album? Or are you talking about Topographic?
The Yes album that came out for Record Store Day.
Is that part of Topographic? No.
Hold on. Calm down, Mazzy. I'm talking. The Yes album that came out for Records today is not a Yes album. It's John Anderson hooked up with basically a Yes tribute band that is fantastic. And he's toured with them, and they put out an album. That's what John Anderson.
I have not heard it. And for me, if I want to listen to something by Yes, I will get a Yes early Yes album.
Well, Mazzy's for the people, Melinda.
Melinda, I haven't seen Melinda. Did you wait in line? We haven't seen I don't think you've posted a story yet, have you? Has she posted I haven't noticed a Melinda Record Store. Last year, seeing you in line, you're the real celebrity in line, because I'm always in fucking lines. Excuse me. But we never see you in line except for
Melinda has a video coming out called How I Got a Paper Cut from a Record Store Day record. It's controversial.
See, we can disguise ourselves easier. You got all that beautiful blonde hair, and so you're very striking.
Oh, wait.
We look like another bald guy with a
the only way, Mazzy, the only way you disguise yourself is blended into all the other middle-aged guys with the glasses and a hat.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm saying we all look alike. My video came out. It just came out. Okay, well, I'll watch it after this. Maybe we should all stop the stream now and go watch Melinda's video.
Put a link.
If you don't know, all night.
Melinda.
Wow. Hey, well, I said our deal was the 4 of us. There were 4 of us. There was Travis. Well, if we count Coffee Dave, Travis and Joey and Kimbo and I, 4 of us were going to meet at 4 a.m. And then we had Coffee Dave, but we know Coffee Dave won't meet us till 9 till we go to a second location. So those of you that are told never go to the second location, Coffee Dave always goes to the second location. But of course, I woke up at 1:30 and then 1:45 and then 2:30. So I just decided, screw it. I'm getting up, took a shower. I got to Silver Platters at 3. And as I got there, there were already 24 in line. So I texted the posse. I said, it's already around the corner. I'm 24 in line. And they all got up and came within a half hour. And maybe I should do a reaction video of watching Melinda's video. How's that? He always looks like
love those reaction videos. Rob, can I share a quick on Granddaddy story?
Well, hopefully it's shorter than you asking if you can.
Melinda, I'm going to be the Uber driver to the rock stars in Seattle.
Lassie, there's a granddad story coming. Listen.
Yeah, come on, Lassie. Give up the podium there for a second, Mazzy. My grandson is almost 4, not quite 4. And as happens at that age, sometimes they do stuff that you try to correct them on and it doesn't stick. Well, he got into a habit of unbuckling his seatbelt in his car seat while they were going down the road. And so they were, talking to him, scolding him, getting them, you can't do that now. We're going on the road. It's dangerous and all that sort of stuff. But nothing was sticking. So they're big. They like the jam bands. Widespread Panic is one of their favorite bands. And so they asked him if he knew about Steve. And Widespread Panic has this song called One Arm Steve. And so they told them the story of how Steve would not wear his seatbelt. And one day he got in a car accident and got thrown from his car and lost his arm. And then they would play him the Widespread Panic song, One Arm Steve. Well, he got very, very interested in this, asked tons of questions about One Arm Steve, and wants to hear that song played when they get in the car all the time. And not once since then has he unbuckled his seatbelt going down the road, because now he relates the danger to the Widespread Panic song, One Arm Steve. That's it.
Widespread Panic has done more for seatbelt safety than any other jam band.
That's right.
Elliot, do you know the song Multi on the first Nuggets album? Okay, Multi, the song Multi is about the drummer in this band. I forgot the name of the band. Someone help me. And he lost his arm and he becomes a drummer. And now and he talks throughout the song. And now I have a real girl who will love me for what I am. And they go Multi, and it does like a Louie type refrain, but it's him doing the thing when he lost his arm and became a drummer in a band. So Multi on the first Nuggets album.
All you idiots who are not Gen Z, we have the best example of this, and that's Rick Allen, the drummer for Def Leppard. Okay? Thank you. Hey, Fluffy.
I want to, Melinda, I don't know if we can meet halfway sometime. It would be fun to do an inline collab record store day sitting in line. I'd love to do it with Melinda. That sounds weird to say it like that. I'm sorry. I'd love to collaborate with Melinda.
Hey, can I show a couple more records?
All right. You paid to have 20 and you haven't hit that mark.
So on Sunday after Amoeba, I stopped at Sibylline and they had a 20% off sale.
I thought it was 10% off.
Sunday was 20%.
Really?
Yes. So I got this off of the wall. It's
that's a great record. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
it is. So anyway, I got that. I'm glad I got this. I got the CD too. So great stuff. Got a sealed copy of Steppenwolf hits, gold hits. 20% off. And you know what? This is a great album too. I like the Mark Allman Band. I have their music on other records, but this is good stuff anyway.
Yeah, the purple one is a good one.
Right. And The City is the big hit, but One Way Sunday is great. So that was kind of cool. And also, I finally got this. I'm sure you guys picked this up.
Yeah. Oh, I have an OG of it.
Well, I have two OGs of this, and now I got the Tone Poet, and I have the CD. It's such a great album.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a great one to have. So let's see. And that's it for now.
All right, awesome. Now, why do you have 3 copies of that record?
I don't know, because that's the way I am. I guess I could sell one for
Barry,
money.
I'm sorry, but I'm no longer interested in
that Bobby Hutcherson's going for like 150 to 200 now.
So why don't you sell one of your copies?
Huh?
Sell one of your copies. I got mine when I went to that estate sale that was like all jazz.
Right. Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't know what happened to Jim.
Feeding the pig.
All right. Since all you guys are silent, I had to add a person right now who will. Okay.
Hello.
All right. I'm guessing you went for record. You probably traveled the furthest to participate in Record Store Day, right?
Yes, I did. First I fly from my town to Oslo. That's 1.5 hours with the plane. And then I switched plane in Oslo and another 1 hour with the plane to Bergen. And then I stand in the line 5 o'clock in the morning Saturday, and I was number 5 in the line.
How many people eventually were in that line?
It was around 100, I think. It was a lot of people.
Now there is record stores in Oslo, no?
Yeah, but I have my oldest son and his kids.
Oh yeah, you went to visit your family.
Yeah, so I visit my family. So that was very fun. It's the third time I've been on Record Store Day in Bergen. And of course, Bergen is known for a lot of rain. It's the west coast of Norway, but the weather was okay, and it was a good line. And the 10 first people, they could allocate 1 record from the list. So they put aside the record that the different people want, and you could go in.
Wait. You can only ask them to hold 1 of the titles.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had a long list, but I must choose 1 of the record, and they allocate that. And
what did you choose? What did you choose?
I choose the best record in the Record Store Day.
Well, let us be the judge of that.
Yeah. I'm gonna show all the records.
Don't show some shit ass record. Oh, okay.
Oh, that was a popular record, I think.
Yeah, it was a popular record. This record is made in prison. This guy, Ike White, he was in prison, and he only make this record, and it's total analog, AAA. And Changing Times was in 1976 made in his prison. He was in life sentence prison for a murder.
What label is that? What label is that?
Label.
What label is it? Can you read it to us?
It's LA Records, isn't it?
Never heard it.
Well, hold on. How many copies did they have of that there?
Only 1.
Oh, it's Rhino. Wow. Okay.
So wait. So I'm curious. Do you think any of the 10 people wanted that record?
I talked to the manager for the store, and he said that he hoped that nobody picks up this record because he wanted that record for himself.
So is that a funk record or just what is it?
It's jazz, fusion, funk, instrumental. It's a lot of good songs. So you can stream it also. It's very good.
How did he get permission to record an album in prison?
I'm not sure, but I will search for the story. It's an interesting story behind this record.
Does it have that song on there, Don't Drop the Soap?
No,
Rob.
It's no. This is all the songs on the
Look,
record.
if anyone here knew about that album, it'd be Jim. Why didn't you know about that album, Jim?
What are you talking about? I was there when they recorded it.
So it was a good album. Oh, I also picked up this one.
That's a good.
They put issuing those. I don't like those Culture Factory records.
Yeah. So and of course it's on. I think it was on red vinyl. It's insert also, and it was.
Who is that? I can't read them.
That's Gil Scott Heron.
Okay.
Yeah. It's purple, isn't it? I'm colorblind, so I'm not sure what the color is.
It's a mauvey, purpley, reddy.
It's green.
Pinky.
Magenta.
Yellow.
It's magenta, everyone.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just call it purple.
That was also a good record.
Nice colorblind.
It's not deeper. It's not deeper.
What the hell?
I heard that was a very sought after record.
Yeah.
They were giving away posters at our place.
Bruno Mars was the ambassador for the Record Store Day this year. So, but they made a lot of version of it. But I think they was sold out at this record store in Bergen. But I got it.
I went into a store where the owner said a guy brought down 4 copies and tried to buy all 4 copies.
Yeah, you see, it's a lot of single releases of all his hits that had not been out for. Some songs have been on his own record, but some songs have been on other records, collaborations. And it's a good funky record. I like funk and R&B and disco, so in my alley. So, and this one is also a good one. I'm not sure I think it's in bio vinyl. This one. Elton John.
Is there a cover?
It's the remix.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How are the remixes on that? Are they good? I was just curious.
Yeah, it's a lot of good. I've not heard it because I just got home from Bergen yesterday evening, 9 o'clock. So I'm not. And today I was at work, so I've not heard it. But it's good songs. Of course, it's remixes, and but you can stream it also, I think. So
Ivan, are you an Elton John fan?
I'm Elton John fan. I've seen him twice, and he was so good. He was playing 3 hours and 35 minutes with 2 trees, but he was playing so long and without.
Did you see my 45? I don't know if you saw that.
I saw it. It was good. I like it. Yeah.
I like collecting Elton John. I like his stuff.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I also got this, and I love this album. This is a special version of Atlantic Crossing, the first album from Rod Stewart, and it's a new version.
Not his first album. It's his first Warner Brothers album.
But the first.
He did albums on Mercury or on Vertigo before that.
That's true. The King of EC. Yes. That's true.
I just want to make sure we get this right.
All right, I'm going to help Yvonne out because Yvonne sometimes is his own worst enemy.
Yeah, and I like all that.
So Yvonne.
Yeah.
There was a documentary from 2020 about Ike White. So I'm trying to find out where you can stream it, and I'll share the link.
If you can find that, Rob.
Here's great. It's on Tubi, which is a free streaming service here in the US.
Send the link maybe to me.
I'm going to put the link in the chat.
Yeah, I'm not finding. I tried to search for it because I think this Ike White album was the hidden treasure in this record store day 2026. So this group I really like. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. And this is Radio 1 session. It's a special version of
those were on the big box set, CD box set that came out.
That's true. Yeah. So if you buy the big,
I didn't get that. No.
But this you have special version of all the songs, and I try to collect all Frankie Goes to Hollywood records. It's not so many records they have made, so it's easy to collect all those records. So that was also good. And as you know, I'm also a DJ. I'm going to DJ tomorrow at the local cinema for a new Michael Jackson movie. The new Michael Jackson movie is very good. And
you saw it?
No, but I've heard it. I'm not seeing it. But I must.
No, the word on the street is it's good.
Yeah.
And here's the word. Here's the extra word on the street.
Yeah.
The movie company was worried that it might not be great, and they had the director cut like a bunch out. If the movie does really well, they're going to release a part 2 with the extra stuff.
Is that the stuff where he invites the kids over?
It only goes as far as I think Thriller. The story.
They don't want to have the kids over for the sleep.
They cover the best Michael Jackson from 1978 to Thriller, the best years of Michael Jackson's. So this is a 12-inch. As you know that I love 12-inch. I can play it with my red turntables Technics. And this is a special version of the Sugar Hill Gang. Rapper's Delight is a long version on 45 RPM. And on the other side is the Message.
Oh, I have the original of that, the Message 12-inch.
Yeah, but this is a special version. You don't have this.
I don't have that one. I have the original. I don't have that one.
No. And it has Yvonne's DNA on it now, so that is.
This is Greg Wilson and She dub mix, Grandmaster Flash and the Mel Mel. And I have the original also. I have a lot of versions of this. I'm an old breakdancer, massive, so I need this music. And then I have the two. I can take this because you have discussed this, and I'm not agree with you guys because this album here, I have tested this, and this sounds fantastic.
Oh, we never said it sounded bad. I'm sure it sounds amazing.
Oh, hold on, genius. I just said I have the CD, and I'm okay with having the CD.
Yeah, I've heard the CD too. It sounds excellent. Yeah.
I've seen Steely Dan live once with the original lineup, and it was fantastic. Also,
can someone correct me if I'm wrong? But that was
the original lineup that you've seen.
Yeah, no, they got back.
You saw them in the 70s.
They got back together, and that was the first tour when they got back together. Am I wrong about that?
But it's not the original.
No, because
the original is just them two. That's what it
Well,
is.
no, the original, there was a band in the original.
I understand with Danny Diaz,
and
all those guys.
But
But
look at Midnight Special and those.
but they
shows.
were the creative force
Yes.
of the band. It's them
Yes.
two.
yes, me and Rob are agreeing on this. That's you are two against one. Two against one.
And Danny
I'm not
Diaz.
disagreeing.
Hey, I
And
did
then
get.
I'll choose this two.
So I picked up the acoustic hits. I really didn't see the greatest hits anywhere.
Yeah. And
I
this
didn't
was
see
also allocated, but I think you can get this on the second
Now,
market. But
let me ask you this. Okay, I know about the acoustic and I know about those too. The greatest hits, is that the original recordings of the greatest hits or re-recordings of the
No, it came out. That came out in the early 2000s.
like 10 years? Yeah, I remember that. But are they the original versions?
yeah, it's the same version that was
Right.
original. Yeah.
I would just okay.
Yeah, so it's a repress of the original. It
Got it.
has also been on vinyl before, but
Well, there
Like,
was
I have the Standing on the Beach record.
That's the original greatest hits, Standing on
yeah,
the
yeah,
Beach.
yeah. But it didn't. Their breakthrough to the mainstream was not on Standing on the Beach. It's on that.
But this one, I have streamed this. This is very, very good acoustic hits. Very good.
I haven't opened it yet. I'm gonna listen to it today.
So this I'm gonna listen to tonight. So for me, Rob and Massey, it was a fantastic day. I meet my family. I stand in line for 2-3 hours and talk to a lot of people, and I've got 10 record store days. So I'm so happy.
You know what? I think there might be someone where in Bergen that is saying to their friends, "I met Ivan the Music Man."
Yes, I think so. I got 2 new subscribers also in the line.
Hey,
So
okay, I'm going to tell you something right now. You're allowed to not like Steely Dan, but they are far from being overrated. I mean, they reissued the records, people buy them.
They're not overrated at
They're
all. You
not
don't have to like
overrated,
them.
but it's okay not to like them.
yeah.
Yeah,
I saw the Dan live once.
The Dan,
still-
no one
I
calls them the Dan.
Jim does.
The Dan.
So
Saw him back
Rob,
in the day.
thanks for let me up here.
I saw them in a big show and they did suck. I was not
Yeah.
impressed.
Hey,
Well, they're a vibrator. They're
At that time, they were more of a
they're
studio.
a
Yvonne.
sexual vibrator.
Yvonne, it
Can I
was
show-
nice having you up, and we'll see you again next year.
And they talk. I can show you this because I have a good relationship with the.
We didn't.
Looks like
We
you're
didn't
wearing a
agree
husk.
to. Hold on. We didn't agree to a room tour.
This is the Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
How come he
Movie?
looks? That's a white guy.
It's
No.
his,
Hey, stop that.
it's his
Hey.
nephew. Here, I'm gonna go out and say, you know, in my world, when I worked in the biz, they do these tracking studies on what they think the movie's going to open to, and also it's kind of political, where the studio goes, "Please don't come out with such high numbers," but I believe it's going to surpass what they're expecting it to make. I really do. That might save the summer, so to speak.
Wow.
Let's
Can
hope. Let's
Can I show a Steely Dan CD real fast?
do that. Do that.
This is,
Oh,
this is-
well, hold on. You understand they're overrated, John.
yeah.
Right?
Okay, so it's a CD that I got. It's unofficial, but it's actually a good sounding CD live at the Rainbow in London. It's a good
74.
collection, good live performance.
Well, the CD's not in there.
Got it right here.
Okay.
So yeah, I got this at Amoeba. They had it in the glass case. So
Wow.
yeah,
How much
it's a
was
good
it
one.
going for in the glass case?
I think it was like $25. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a good one. So there's your Steely Dan live on CD.
With
There
the
you go.
original band.
As far as I know, yeah.
70
1974.
The original
what?
was 72, 70,
Shit.
72.
I
Yeah,
just realized.
Hey, Kimbo. I promise you that movie's going to make money hand over fist.
We're fucked.
And
I just realized.
It might make money, but God, everybody just totally ignores the elephant in the room when we talk about Michael Jackson, and I'll just leave it there.
Wait. He had
bothers
an
me too
elephant.
much.
I thought he just had a pet.
I thought it was a chimpanzee.
You know, he made great records.
Oh, yeah,
Just
I
like
thought it was a
We make a lot of jokes here, but
Hey,
You know
Elliot,
what
the guy- you know what this guy was
Phil
doing.
Spector made great records. I still like Phil Spector's
hold
records.
on, Elliot. I believe the part that might come out is going to include the accusations against him and stuff. So, and look, it's well documented. They've made movies about how horrible his father was. So, I mean, I don't disagree with you if you have a take on Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I just can't stomach him because knowing the things he did. What bothers me more is how people gloss over. You know, no, he wasn't convicted of anything. But most people that do the things that he's accused of doing are never caught or never convicted.
Yeah, you're right. And what's even as bad is the enablers around him that supported that shit.
You know what? I offered 3 of my 5 and they were rejected. So I don't understand.
Oh, God.
Someone's challenging you, Elliot. But this is a guy who's a Nike guy through and through. If you cut Chance in half, which I'm not telling you to do, he'll bleed Nike.
At one time, I think
I have no excuse, Chance. No excuse. This was a freebie. One of my colleagues at school who was a coach, they gave me all the extras of all the athletic stuff.
Can I address Chance, please? Hey, Chance, why can't we look at the positives? Like Adidas stands for all day I think about sex. Why can't you be that way about it? Thank you. Hey, you know, I didn't even realize this, if anyone's into sports and stuff, but Nike is not doing well. Because they've heavily, you know, all their athletes are like basketball, and the kind of star status of the athletes have kind of diminished. Nike's having a bad time.
Not so swoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drove Volkswagens for a very long time.
And you had a little teeny mustache.
Yes. I drove a Volkswagen van for long.
When I played soccer, my favorite soccer shoe was Adidas La Plata. It was the best.
The Samba.
I played soccer in high school, and the Adidas La Plata was my favorite shoe. So,
well, when I was growing up, it was all Converse. It was what are you going to do, the Chucks or the
that's not a soccer shoe.
You didn't play.
There were no soccer shoes. It was just Chucks. Period.
You either did the Chucks or you did the All Stars. That was
soccer shoe. You have those rubber cleats. You know.
Hey, there were no. I don't remember there being any kids that played soccer. You either played touch football or
I played in the Bay Area.
I played soccer
was
high
big.
school.
Soccer was a big deal in the Bay Area.
Yeah. In the Mid-Atlantic, you played. Everyone played soccer.
Rob, I want to mention one album. I want to mention one album that was not RSD, but this is a very good album from this girl, Chris Summer.
Do you know who? I actually know who she is, Yvonne.
Okay, she only made one album, and it's Lenny Kravitz all over. Lenny Kravitz.
So, do you want to know why it's Lenny Kravitz all over on that?
That his daughter?
No, she starred in the TV show A Different World.
Yeah,
Lisa Bonet, and she's a very famous voiceover actress, like in cartoons. And they're doing a reboot of A Different World. She'll be in it. So,
that's Lisa Bonet.
No, it's Cree Summer. Can you read?
Oh. All right, no, why'd you bring up Lisa Bonet?
Cree Summer.
They were on a TV show together called A Different World.
Is he playing guitar on that? Lenny Kravitz on that?
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz is singing, playing guitar, and he produced album. And this is the one and only album from her. She's
actually, Barry, I don't believe the term soccer, which is in what do you call it? It stands for something.
Lenny Kravitz is on my wife's list.
It was not created by the U.S. It's People call it soccer. Okay.
And we call it football, but we spell it F-U-T ball.
It's from 1999. I have
Hey,
2 more.
you know what, Barry? I'm not attacking you, Barry, but here's where I'll put my foot down. We call it soccer. Just accept it. But what I don't accept is all the British people calling every fucking sandwich a burger. A burger is ground meat.
Don't they have chips wrong too?
A burger is ground meat into a patty. That is a burger.
The rest of the world is correct because American football, why do they even call it football? You hardly kick the ball except when you're kicking off and doing a field goal.
Hey,
it
listen.
should be throw ball.
Hey,
It should be throw ball.
You know,
or why not run ball with your foot? You run ball with your foot.
You know,
football's the stupidest name for the American sport.
No,
I agree.
You know what, Mazzy? You know what?
Goddamn foosball.
Well, why do we call it a hamburger if we don't put ham in it?
All right, Rob is talking.
Why do we call Rob an asshole?
Mazzy, you know what football was
have one.
Professional football started in Canada, Mazzy. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Okay.
One album. This is the last album. This album here is one of the best soul album from 2026. This is
really?
An album called, yeah. This is a dig. It's from Mama's Gun. It's a UK soul band, and they just released this album last Friday, and they're going on a European tour or world tour. And I saw this guy in the middle. He's the man behind this band.
Is Erykah Badu on it?
No. And this man is also with a cooperation with Young Gun Silver Fox. So this man is from UK, and the other man from Young Gun Silver Fox is from America. But this album here is a new album from Mama's Gun, and it's R&B, soul music, and it's really good. And it's, of course, I got this from UK, and it's a splatter exclusive version. It's only 200 copies. 200 copies of this. So I recommend this Mama's Gun. You can stream it before you, and I also got a t-shirt.
Well, I guess the name is from the Erykah Badu record, right?
Hey,
no. Yeah.
Hey, can you go get a fried chicken burger, Barry, and stop with this nonsense?
Look I like UK stuff, not everything, but
not
I like
calling every fucking sandwich a burger would be.
But you can search Mama's Gun. That's the
right. I think
name for that.
Yvonne, I think you're taking advantage of showing records.
Yeah, I'm stopping now. This is I stop it.
Hey, Yvonne.
Yeah.
How many records did you buy total when you were there?
I bought 10 record store day and 2-3 others with not record store day. So it cost me around $400.
Very nice, very nice. Can I borrow 50?
You can get the norske kroner if you want.
Hey, speaking of soccer, my wife's a soccer fanatic, so she's got these Landon Donovan bobbleheads. She's got
when he played for LA, right?
Yes, he's retired now.
Yeah,
and so she thinks he's the greatest that ever played. Besides Beckham, got that one too. So she's got.
I thought Pele was the greatest that ever
I thought
played.
Pele was. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Pele. Yeah. Didn't they make a movie of Pele?
Yeah, they didn't.
Well, actually, they did, and he starred in it. Did you know that?
That's right.
I forgot.
He was in it?
Yeah.
Yep, they made a movie about Pele, and he starred in it as himself.
Okay.
Just like Muhammad Ali and The Greatest.
Okay.
It will be a movie about Messi also maybe in the future.
Wasn't like the first guy they did was like Audie Murphy, the war hero, and he starred in the movie about himself.
Yeah, he did. He did play himself, didn't he?
Wow.
Nobody here, Rob, knows who Audie Murphy is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they do.
Hold on. The guy below you just knew he was.
That's in the audience, not on screen.
And I'm going to do my Elliot impression. Here it is. Okay. Audie Murphy died in a plane crash not far from where I am right now.
Where we're standing right now.
Am I wrong about that, Elliot? It's in.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
Virginia. It was in Virginia.
Yeah.
And what? And what's connected to Elliot? You know where John Coltrane is from?
Yeah. Well,
North Carolina.
I did a video about going to Wilson Record Show, selling at Wilson Record Show. And I went through the route I took. It was about a 45-mile route. The route I took, I was able to identify major artists on every, as I traveled from one to the other, starting with Link Ray right here, nearby, about 15 miles from where I live. John Coltrane, well, not Coltrane, didn't have Coltrane, but the last one was Thelonious Monk. Wilson is like 15 miles from Rocky Mount. Thelonious Monk was born in Rocky Mount. But I had like 5 different artists, on that route.
Hey, Elliot, I got a question for you. When are you coming out to Los Angeles? When are you coming out to Los Angeles?
I hope one day I can make it to LA, but I don't see it in the foreseeable future.
We got to meet up. I think if there's any chance of all of us meeting, it's in Salina, Kansas in October.
Why? Why Kansas?
Because it's sort of in the middle of everything, right?
Middle America, yeah.
Hey,
we're gonna put that.
LA is the center. LA is the center of everything.
I can explain to you a scenario with the VC. You made it in the VC if you come to visit LA and you turn your head and John's standing behind you.
Exactly.
And he wants to take a picture with you.
Exactly.
Well, I was going to say, you made it in LA. If Rob picks you up at the airport and carries you to see Jim's pig.
I don't carry anybody, first of all.
The best, excuse me, the best thing about Rob driving you around LA is it's free. However, if you want to survive, you take a Waymo because it's safer.
Are we talking about my driving? Excuse me.
No, it's horrible.
I haven't ridden with you.
Plus, I point out places of interest.
No, hold on. Jim's
I know LA, so I don't need you to point out.
I got 2 things to say. First, to Mazzy. The worst thing about driving Mazzy around is Mazzy's in your car. Right. Secondly, the worst thing about driving around with Jim when he's driving is when he sits on those phone books, his feet still dangle. And he slams on the brake.
I've been accused.
I envision Mazzy as being an awful backseat driver.
Hold on. Your imagination is very close to reality.
I drove with Mazzy in his car once, and I don't remember it as being. I don't remember it as being terrible. So
I rode. I was a passenger on Harry's brand new car 2 weeks ago when we went to Dr. Roberts' memorial, his wife's memorial. And I'm a great passenger with him. But he's a really good driver. And it was a brand new, some kind of big red Toyota SUV thing. Beautiful, real comfortable. Kimbo was in the back seat. He didn't want to sit in the front seat. And we had a really chill drive. It's a 4-hour drive almost.
So, you were, I don't know. I know there's more to be announced, but the dates to Salina are announced. Right.
They already said that. It's like mid-October or something. What is it?
16 through 18.
Yeah.
Rob, can I show a few records I picked up at the record show I did?
Oh, hold on. Elliot, didn't you show records earlier? How did more records magically appear?
They're right here.
All right.
Okay.
But you've opened yourself up to criticism, Elliot.
I'm always open to criticism. I mean, I know that's coming. The record show in Carrboro was really good. We had a good turnout, despite it being the day after Record Store Day. I sold a lot of records. Interestingly enough, I sold as many jazz records at this show and as many bluegrass records at this show as I did rock records. Usually I sell a majority rock records and then the rest split. But so jazz hadn't been selling at all at the shows I've done this year, but it really sold well this time. But one of the guys that sells there at the Carrboro show is works at the Smithsonian Folkways. He's from the DC area, your stomping grounds, Rob. And I ended up, he's a curator at Folkways, and I ended up getting a bunch of records from him. I'll just show you a handful. You never see Robert Earl Keen records because he really came along during the CD era. Oh. But 3 weeks ago at the Wilson show, or a month ago at the Wilson show, I got 2 Robert Earl Keen vinyl records.
They go for a lot of money. They go for money.
And lo and behold,
yeah.
Jeff at the guy from the Smithsonian had this Robert Earl Keen, the live album on Sugar Hill, and Western Textures on Sugar Hill as well. He also, now what's the radio station, Rob, in Washington, the American University radio station?
I don't know.
WAAU or something like that, American University radio station. But he does he used to do, I don't know if he still does, a show there. So most of the records I got from him were records, promo records.
Copies?
Yeah, promo records that he didn't play very often. Stephen Grossman, really great acoustic guitarist.
Is that Flying Fish? What label is that?
No, it's his label. Shaughnessy.
Oh no, that's I think that was Joe Boyd's label.
The one out of now here's a folk punk band.
That's a good record, actually.
Yeah, the Washington Squares.
Yeah,
from the 80s, and Eric Von Schmidt, the folk blues of. This is in kind of rough shape, but I didn't give him but a couple of dollars for that. We'll see. But this is one I'm really excited about. Red Rector and Friends. This has got Charlie Collins on it, Doug Green, Tater Tate. Just some, Josh Graves is on here. Just some really good accompanying artists on
Elliot,
that.
Can you hold that record back up, please?
Yeah.
Hey, Barry, you don't have any names like that in the UK. Tater Tate? Come on.
Tater Tate. Yep.
You should change your name to Tater Seagull.
Thank you for revealing my last name, Mazzy.
Two nice Roger McGuinn solo albums.
Yeah, I like those records, but he never made great solo records, unfortunately, at that period.
And I'll stop with this one so as not to go too long, but I got a bunch more. One of the great alt country bands out of LA.
I mean, Jason
out of Nashville.
Yeah, that band is, hold on. That band was awesome, but alt country, I would think they played them a lot on college, like progressive radio. So, and they were on MTV for a little bit.
Yeah, I call them alt country. I don't know what you want to call them.
They were alternative band. They were.
Yeah.
I mean, they verged sort of coming out of that rockabilly scene,
like the Nuns and
like even
Alejandro.
They rocked hard. I mean, they had that country bass, but they rocked hard. I saw them live.
Great.
I saw them live during that period. They put on a really, really good live show. So that's just a little of what I got, but I got some nice stuff.
You saved yourself by mentioning Tater Tate.
So I love the new Beck song dropped yesterday. It's very much like Sea Change in that vibe, that kind of acousticy, melancholy vibe. They announced a tour today, but the record dropped yesterday. So far, one record, no talk yet of an album, but hopefully there'll be an album because the tour's in the fall, I believe, late summer, fall, whatever. He's playing up here at Woodinville, the winery up there. He's playing 2 nights at the Masonic in San Francisco. Not sure where he's playing in LA, but I'm sure that that's scheduled. So big Beck tour, which means probably a new Beck album.
Yeah, he released a single, right?
Yeah. I just said that, Rob. Pay attention.
Oh, listen, Tater. And
Leslie, did you see? Have you seen Beck live?
Yes, about 5 times.
I saw him too, and it was great. It was very good.
Hyper mentioned that he was at the Now Again pop up over the weekend by a record.
There you go.
Hey, I got a short and quick Beck story. I think he lives or used to live here in Pasadena, just above the Rose Bowl, those real nice, expensive houses.
Oh, yeah.
So many years ago, I would say at least 20, 25 years ago, my friend and I were at PCC looking through records. And so I'm standing here, my buddy's next to me on my right. And he happens to talk to a guy next to him on his right. And when I'm flipping through records, then they're done talking. The guy leaves. And my friend turns to me and says, "Hey, that was Beck." So Beck was there looking through records. I'm like, really? Wow.
I got knocked over by Beck.
It's surprising when musicians are looking at records, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was at Pasadena in the alley looking at records. Don Bowles had a thing there selling.
I disagree, Raji. The last Beck albums, they're party dance electronic records.
That just knocked me out of my box and went into it. And I was
okay,
like,
I have a Beck story that's better than John Marino's Beck story. When I moved to Santa Monica, I was walking down the street. There used to be like a art house movie theater over here. And I think he was dating that actress Falza Burke or whatever, the girl from Return to Oz. Oh. And they were walking down the street. And then he started skipping down the street right in front of me.
Nice.
I've had his beer. He makes good beer, right?
Yeah.
I think the Beck album from 2014 was one of the best albums he had made.
Mutations is good. I like the
Morning Faces. I really like.
They really need to. If he's smart, he's smart. But they really need to put out the information and Midnight Vultures reissue this summer, leading up to this or this fall. Those need to be reissued.
Hey, listen. I say Morning Phase is more mellow and more.
It's like Morning Phase is like a sequel to Sea Change.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a very good album.
I like Morning Phase a lot. I mean, there's some people, don't like it as much as Sea Change.
Fan, I like pretty much everything he puts out.
Yeah, I like when he mixes it up, but it's time now. But now he's going back to that moody, at least the single.
Y'all got an appointment.
I remember seeing Beck one year when what's the quirky band from the Midwest with the psychedelic?
Ween?
No, psychedelic. The guy with the long hair does really weird.
Flaming Lips.
Flaming Lips. The Flaming Lips backed him up, and they were all dressed in like things that you would dress when you worked in the sports teams. Those like big fluffy thing, whatever they called.
I'll tell you, my last celebrity
and the Marionette tour.
My last celebrity sighting when I was shopping for vinyl is I was at Amoeba and I saw Timothy B. Schmidt looking for records.
Yes. And they did a tour. My late neighbor who used to live across the street from me, who passed away a few years ago, he was Stan Winston's studio in LA doing a lot of effects and things. He was one of the puppeteers on Team America, Fuck Yeah. And he toured with Beck as there was one big tour of these giant marionettes. He was one of the marionettes on the Beck tour, or the artist.
If you watch Coachella last weekend, they had what's that place, Jim? The marionette guy.
Oh yeah, Bob Barker Marionettes.
Bob Barker. Is it Bob Barker? It's not
Barker.
Something Barker. It's not Bob. But he was at Coachella. He had a show on Coachella.
Oh. Well, this guy also worked on the Being John Malkovich film because they had the marionettes in that film too. So
I did a pop up a couple of years ago.
Wayne Cohn. Yeah, exactly.
I did a pop up a couple of years ago at a neighborhood bar in Raleigh, and
right.
The Galipanakis. What's the actor? The comedian actor. Galipanakis is his last name.
Zach Galifianakis.
Right. He's from North Carolina.
Yeah. He was there at that. He was there at that bar at the pop up.
I've seen Zach Galifianakis at a restaurant here in LA.
Zach, yeah, I know him. I don't know him, but his uncle Nick Galifianakis was a restaurant owner in Durham, and he ran for the Senate, U.S. Senate, many years ago. So he was kind of well known, but Zach, he didn't look at the records, but but he was around, and all the waiters and waitresses at the bar got all excited because they called them all back to get a photo with him.
Hey, listen. How about Thursday we do all our celebrity sightings? Not now, okay?
I don't have many.
Because Rob, I'm in the music video for Melanie C. I Turn to You. I'm dancing breakdance in that music video.
I can't get it out of my head. I saw it.
Yeah. I sat at the bar for an hour at the Sunset Marquee next to Billy Bob Thornton talking about Warren Zevon.
All right.
I sat in Keith Richards' spot and had liver.
If anyone can tell you a long list of celebrity encounters, it's me, because I did that for a living.
You did that, yeah.
Yep. And Mazzy, none of y'all caught my Billy Bob Thornton reference early in the show where you were talking about the Hargrove guy, and I said, is he kin to Dole Hargrove? I don't think anybody caught that. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I do not. Yeah, taters.
The Sling Blade, the Dwight Yoakam character in Sling Blade. Remember the really scummy guy?
The asshole.
That was Dole Hargrove.
Oh, okay.
Elliot, everyone, I want to help you out to get to know Elliot better. Elliot's known for quoting Sling Blade like crazy. People around him are sick of it.
I think Sling Blade
that was one of the great movies.
Yeah,
it really was. I agree.
And if Elliot orders a chicken burger from the UK, he slathers it in mustard.
Well, it was great about that because Billy Bob Thornton was this B actor that was on a lot of side things, always kind of like in Tombstone, he was kind of the nerdy sidekick.
What was it?
And he wrote that part, which was a play and a short, for himself, and he wrote it and created it, and then Sling Blade really put him on another level.
That's like Rocky with.
We're over 2 hours. We're going to end.
Oh,
but and I know no one can say this except me. Charlie Sheen asked me for a piece of Scotch tape once.
I made tea for Sybil Shepherd once.
Okay,
hey,
everyone.
If we all leave now, we'll be back in time for Gunsmoke.
Rob, one more. I saw Diane Keaton and I spoke to her at the Barnes and Nobles in Old Town, Pasadena, many years ago.
Wow.
Yeah,
I saw Ed Asner at that same Barnes and Noble in Pasadena, right next.
Okay, Here's I'll end it on this. I was at the Barnes and Noble in Northridge. Was walking down an aisle, and dead in front of me at the other end of the aisle was Joan Jett.
Okay, I was at Barnes
let me
and Noble.
finish, dude. I'm talking, and I was walking down the aisle, and she had the most horrific look on her face. Like I was gonna attack her.
She just glowed, didn't she?
I was at Barnes and Noble recently, and nothing happened. There was no severed head in the bag.
Jim was at Barnes and Noble, and something did happen. He got flagged for taking a book into the men's room.
Oh my God!
Don't ever come back to the store again.
All right, everyone, take care. Bye.
I'm out.
Bye.
Yes. Ending the stream now. Thank you.